Vladimir Petkovic. When Algeria lose a game of football, their coach always comes under huge scrutiny, whatever the situation. Ouganda will need to be careful. So 13 minutes in, 1-0 for the visitors. Uganda must win this to stay in with any chance of qualifying for the World Cup. It's a dream for them. Semu Gabi is in the wall, as is Kayondo. Well, if there's one African player who knows something about free kicks, it's Mahrez. We've seen some brilliant ones over the years, haven't we? Mahrez, that one won't go into the archives. 34 years old, Mahrez. Another French-born player, but Algerian through and through at the international level. Still very much the leader and talisman of the Phoenix, who are in the World Cup for the first time since 2014. You might remember they went to the round of 16. They lost to Germany, the eventual winners in Brazil. There were 3 goals in extra time. It really went all the way. It was a real memorable game, that one. The 2 goals in injury time of extra time. Mahrez was a youngster in that squad. Amora, busy style of his. Amora, 3 to aim at. Still Amora. Still Amora. Can he keep it in? No, it's a goal kick. Algerian fans baying for a penalty. That would have been harsh. The challenge was from Toby Civic, plays his football in the English Midlands, Burton Albion. Played the whole game against Botswana. Salim Magula goes long. These are good times for Uganda. They've qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations. They were outsiders, probably 3rd favourites in this group, behind Mozambique and, of course, Algeria. But they've really recorded some excellent results, including a fabulous 4-0 win against Mozambique. Worth looking at the goals from that match. Stupendous stuff. Mahrez. Ben Sabaini. Back to Mahrez. Well, only a true great can think of controlling the ball in that kind of position. You could call it a give and go. It was a give and go over about 50 metres. It was a tight offside that way. There's no VAR in operation today. Still got that brilliant first touch. Seen that over the years. An English champion with Manchester City, plays his football in Saudi Arabia these days, does Riyad Mahrez to Al Ali. Algeria will not want to be goalless in front of their home fans. Matza and Amora linking up nicely. Solid defensive work again. It was Ibrahim Matza making the run. One of the new generation of Algerian players. Played in the Champions League for his club Leverkusen as Matza. It's played short. Oh, and a brilliant save from Magula. It was spectacular stuff. The last touch was from Amora. And that's a super save from Salim Magula. Mohamed Amora with the volley. Mightily close. The pressure on Uganda. All the way across the goal mouth. He's got a touch. Good stuff from Algeria at the moment. Uganda just about clear their lines. Belhagli back into the danger area. Mahrez. Here comes Belhagli again. Everyone ahead of Boudaoui. That's overhits and a bit of relief for Uganda. It was knocked in there, and spectacular stuff from Amora. Great stop from Magula. Brilliant volley, fine save. The home fans not happy about just how long it's taking to that goal kick. A little bit of push from Belhagli, yes. Ahmed Hiralal not putting up with any fouls from the home side. Belhali called up for that one, the right back. It's going to be a great battle between Belhali and Rogers Mato, two quality players. Belhali plays in Italy with Hellas Verona. Here's Alcho. So far, so good for Uganda. Obita, Capradossi. The early goal that Uganda wanted, giving them hope. But they have defending to do here. Gouiri across. Good challenge it was from Magula. Looks like a player might be down. Indeed. Again, it was brilliant work from Amora. The player bearing down on goal was Hajam, the left back, but no foul. Hajam just looking across. He was ready to play into the far post, and Salim Magula taking no prisoners. Hajam looks like he might have got a whack on that left shin, based in Switzerland with the young boys. Salim Magula might have come off quite badly as well. There's a real scrap for the goalkeeping spot for Uganda at the other end. That was the shot, and it was a good one too from Mukwala, beating Lucas Zidane. Barely had a touch, did the son of Zinedine. And those Ugandan fans loving it. Capradossi in conference with Semu Gabi. Hajam looks okay. Those Algerian fans, young and old, will be looking for a goal or two from their team in green today. And some people think that playing in green gives a bit of bad luck. Over the years, they've had some of their worst memories in green. They've had some unexpected defeats and some painful eliminations. Very smart green kit it is, but for some, rather plain white. Algerian teams are often playing in white. There is the young Ibrahim Matza. He's a real hope for Algerian football. German-born, plays for Bayer Leverkusen and has played in the UEFA Champions League this season. So playing at the very highest level. The Fennecs have qualified for the World Cup. The fifth time. 2014 was the last time they were there. Guinea and Botswana are one apiece, incidentally, in the group. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on elsewhere. Belhagli, this is the big match in the group. Somalia have 1 point, Botswana 9, Guinea 14, Mozambique 15, Uganda 18 ahead of play Uganda must first finish second and then be one of the best second place finishers to have a chance of staying in contention. Matza can't quite get to it. Picked up by Ben Sabaini. Uganda dangerous on the break. Issa Mandi has seen it all. Played more games than any other Algerian for his country, including Mahrez, incidentally. Amora. Two players who've played 100 games for the Fennecs. Nice first touch for Amora. Hadjam plays it through. The shot just wide, bobbling off a couple of Ugandan shirts. The shot was from Ibrahim Matza. Done a bright start. So much competition to be on that plane to North America next season for the World Cup. The end of this season starts in June. FIFA showpiece. The corner from Gouiri, punched out from Magula. Hadjam back to Gouiri. He was trying to curl it in the corner, but Uganda have defended mightily well today. You can see why some people call it the biggest match of their lives. Chance to qualify for a FIFA World Cup. Doesn't come across every day, does it? They've never got close, really. But they have defending to do. Suddenly there's a chance for Amora. Is there a foul? No. Mahrez! Clutch, gratefully so, by Salim Magula. Always danger when Amora and Mahrez bearing down on goal. Playing quite centrally as Amora with Gouiri just behind him. Fantastic talent is Amin Gouiri, seen as one of the great talents of his generation in France. Fair to say, it took him a few years to fulfill that. Played for the French youth setup. Decided that Algeria was the country for him. Zorgan. The noise level rising. Algeria have lost against Guinea at home in this qualifying campaign. They won't want to lose another one. Gouiri. The tackle was from Toby Sibic. Didn't just tackle Gouiri, he won the throw. It's been a brilliant first 25 minutes. Maybe not for Vladimir Petkovic, but for the neutrals. We've had a goal, a couple of chances, a really good save. There is so much on the line for Uganda. And a lot of pride for Algeria. Hadjam. Zorgan. Ben Sabaini to Mandi, to centre-backs who know each other very well. Belkali storming down that right-hand side, just thinks again. Belkali can keep it in. Uganda can just about keep it away from their goal, and that's a foul. This time it's against Mahrez. Algeria have qualified for the World Cup after that 12-year absence. Been a good tournament for the North Africans. Egypt have qualified. Tunisia are there, Morocco. Are they the strongest team on the continent? Judge that for yourself, but it's going to take a very good team to beat Morocco at the end of the season in North America. Cape Verde have qualified. What a story that is for the first time. Senegal are also there. Bit of pressure on Salim Magula, does the job. Hacks it high. Mukwala and Semugabi up front. And for a second, a few nervy Algerian fans. Mahrez controlled it off his back. He's one of the few players that can do that in world football. Algerian high command looking on. Just hopped on by Semakula, haven't seen too much of him. A lot of good defensive work. And that's a foul. Thumping challenge on Rogers Mato, who's had an excellent tournament. He really has. Scored a couple of goals in a win against Mozambique, you might remember. His stock is high. Rogers Mato back on his feet. This is Vladimir Petkovic, the Bosnian, in charge of Algeria. It's going to bobble out. Petkovic was in charge when Switzerland beat France, you may remember, at the Euros in 2020. That was one of the high points of his career. Got to the quarterfinals. He was excellent at Switzerland. He was there for 7 years. Took them to a World Cup, Euros. Also coached Bordeaux in France, and several Swiss clubs. His team on the attack. It's come across to Amora. That time couldn't quite get it goalwards. Diminutive forward is Amora, but he's so dangerous. Stands at about 1.70 m. Knocked across from Belikhali. It was a good one too, wasn't it? A surprise. Algeria 0, Uganda 1. Half an hour in. Belikhali. Mahrez. All that brilliant control. Sometimes you wonder just how he controls the football like that. Hadjam. Algeria drive through again with Hadjam. Matza. Pretty good control himself, the youngster. Issa Mandi. Boudaoui. Out to Belikhali. It's going to be a foul going the way of Algeria. So another free kick for captain talisman Mahrez. There's the keeper Salim Magula. Back between the sticks. Mahrez with the free kick, and the header's gone in. It's Mandi with the last touch, but there's an offside. Frustration for Algeria. Delight for Uganda. Mandi with the header, but it's been given as offside. Of course, we'll have another look at that one. Maybe not there, but there, and that looks like a good decision. The big centre-back was up. Magula was well out of the picture, but there was an offside. Mandi, the player who just put the ball into the Uganda net, but he was offsides. And Luka Zidane has done very little, one save, everything at the other end of the pitch. Algeria won so many friends in Brazil, those who remember that tournament. Brilliant win against Korea, it still goes into the memory. Rogers Mato. Rogers Mato, high above Zidane's crossbar. There's Paul Putz. Uganda Supremo. Didn't look too happy with that. He'll be delighted with how the score is. They must win. Realistically, they must win today, Uganda, and they might be one of the best fourth place teams. It's a complicated setup. What happens is the second place teams are in a classification. The match against the sixth team is wiped out, and the best four go into another tournament, a mini tournament, and the winner of that go into intercontinental playoff. There's an offside again. No concerns about coming second for Vladimir Petkovic. Mohamed Amoura just offside. So currently Gabon, Cameroon, Burkina Faso and Niger are in the top 4. But Niger have 15 points. They've already played their full allocation of matches. Uganda have 12. This is how the group stands, with Uganda and Mozambique both winning. It's all over for Mozambique. Mozambique cannot get into the top 4. So the only team that can live on from this group is Uganda. Semu Gabi. Okello, who can hit them. To the danger area, nearly came to Mukwala. It's going to fall to Semu Gabi. Rogers Mato. Straight to a green shirt. Uganda win it back. Kayondo. Inside to Alcho, the captain. Tried to thread it through, but it was a good stop from Boudaoui. That's what he's there for. Come Algeria again. Boudaoui. Not quite enough on that ball. But Matza intelligently puts it back in play. And over from Amin Gouiri. Knocked back from Boudaoui. And over the bar from this man, Amin Gouiri. A long way out. He's capable of scoring from there. Make no mistake, he's a brilliant striker of a ball, is Amin Gouiri. Fans of Marseille and Rennes will know that, and of Nice earlier in his career. The player down is Kayondo. Got a nasty tackle there. Well, it was more of a unfortunate stamp on the ankle, but Azizi Kayondo is going to feel that. I don't think there was anything intentional, just a stud on an ankle, but that is going to hurt with modern boots. Don't afford too much protection to that part of the foot. A couple of subs warming up. So in terms of those teams who are second, Namibia cannot qualify, Madagascar cannot qualify. Algeria, looking at their VIP suite there, is they're definitely through. The DR, Congo, Uganda and South Africa potentially through as second place, but South Africa's group is mightily close. They could win the group, Benin could win the group, Nigeria could win it, so it's a sensational finish to this World Cup qualifying campaign in Africa. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's not quite over. There's still that 4-way tournament in November to come. Belahali. Mandi. Ben Sebaini wants it. He has it. Dortmund player. Real quality in this Algeria side. Mandi of Lille. In France. Matza of Leverkusen. Gouiri, Matza wants it back, but Uganda have been well organised back there. Rogers Mato, a position he likes. Mato, it's not the best ball he's ever played. It's just going to drift out from the player who plays in North Macedonia, club of Vardar. It's the Ugandan side, come from far and wide. Teams that are doing well as second-placed teams at Gabon, who can still win the group, incidentally, their group. Cameroon and Burkina Faso looking pretty good as well. But let's wait till the end of today. It's all over. This is the last round of matches, and we will know who is on the way to the World Cup and who's on the way to the 4-way playoff. Belkali. Boudaoui gets in a bit of trouble. Hadjam Boudaoui, French-based player, plays in Nice. Start his career with Paradou in Algeria. Mandy, who was born in the Champagne region of France. Algeria already celebrating. Will Uganda be celebrating, I wonder, in an hour or so? Brilliant turn from Matza. He's already won some fans here. Amora gets it across, but into the arms of Salim Magula. Plays his football in South Africa, does Magula, with Richards bait. Look at that turn from Hadjam. One high up on the team in green, Algeria, Gouiri. Guinea now 2-1 up against Botswana. In other play, 9 African teams will be there, plus 1 potentially. It's going to be a fascinating intercontinental playoff. It's going to take place in March, and there'll be 1 team from each confederation, apart from Europe. It's not often we'll see teams from Africa playing against potentially North and South Americans. Uganda on the charge, has come all the way across and just wide. My word, that was nearly a second. Just wide from Samu Gabi. Might have been Mandy with the last touch. Samu Gabi driving through the middle and Mandy to the rescue, but must have come off the Uganda player. A bit more frustration for the hosts. Ball was put across really well from Mukwala and just wide from Samuel Gabi. Great run from Mukwala. So quite a lot of pull putt. What a day for him. 69 years old. Still bound to be a bit nervous. But his team are ahead. Absolutely delighted if it stays 1-0 at half-time. Mukwala with the smart finish. Five minutes in a really exciting first half. Riyad Mahrez is going to take this free kick, taking the free kick so far. Can he do something from this? Mahrez with a free kick, half held, it's going to drop, there is a chance. Mandy's up there, Ben Sabani's up there. They can just about hold on, Uganda. Gouiri. No foul play is going to go on. Belikhali. Oh, brilliantly done. Belikhali gets the cross, but nicely blocked. Uganda holding on. An East African nation holding its breath. Did so well there, didn't he, Belikhali? Somehow wriggled past 2 defenders. It's taken quickly. Boudaoui. A shot from Amora, it's just not going in for the moment. Hadjam showing his attacking prowess. Into the danger area, the keeper Magula comes out and the keeper catches. Magula just pumps it up to Samuel Gabi. Back to Luka Zidane, who spent some time earlier this week at a local children's hospital in the area. His father and grandfather set up the Zidane Foundation in 2010 to help Algerian children. It's a wonderful charity, a great campaign. He took out some time on Monday to visit a local hospital. Gouiri, it's going to come to Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez, good tackle. But there was an offside. Mahrez can't believe it. Algeria may be through, but Algeria doing everything here. Mahrez right on the bottom of your screen. Was given an offside. The question was whether Boudaoui got a touch, but it didn't look like he did. Play goes on, 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's been an excellent first period. And Uganda lead, early goal, very early goal from Stephen Mukwala. Algeria heading for the World Cup. You can be sure that the nation will be watching every game intently. It's a real football-loving country, Algeria. 2014, you might remember the images there that came from the country when they beat Korea, especially in a wonderful game. Scored 4 goals, beating Korea. Got through to the second round, the last 16, losing to the eventual champions. No foul, and that's not a foul either. Ibrahim Matsa. Adem Zorgan, keeping things ticking. Boudaoui. Mahrez. Mandi, that's a good ball. Belikali, good defending from Rogers Mato. We're in the last minute of regulation. Mahrez, Belikali, a little bit overcooked that cross, danger not over. Hacked high into the Algerian sky. And, Uganda feel they have something to defend. Bensabaini. Algeria looking for some width. Mandi, that's a super ball out to Amora. Great control, but there's an offside. More frustration. Uganda will believe that they've got it absolutely right. Fans don't. But the officials on the money there. It was a good decision. 4 minutes to play. It's been an enthralling match, it really has. There's so much on the line. And Uganda with that early strike. Fair to say they haven't been overly defensive since then, but they've had something to defend. And Vladimir Petkovic is going to have a big half-time team talk, that's for sure. Bensabaini. It's won by Uganda. There's Mukwala chasing that one down. Semu Gabi's there as well. On the counter, Algeria. Some brilliantly skillful players, away they go. Mohamed Amora, Mahrez in the middle. Can't find him. Semu Kula. Semu Gabi wants it. Mukwala. So looking to get a chance to run at the Algerian defence, won't have a chance to do it. Mandi clears up. Hadjam. Matsa through to Boudaoui. Mahrez. It's going to be another foul, and it's going to be a yellow cards. First of this match. In no uncertain terms, Kayondo getting that yellow. No prizes for guessing who's going to take this one. Mahrez lining it up on that left boot. Kayondo, confirmation of that yellow. The view from the skies, what a beautiful view it is. It's the city of Tizi Ouzou. Mahrez to the far post. I think it came off the post. Or was it a save from Magula? Uganda hold on. That's the closest we've come to an Algerian goal. But there was no goal. Mukwala. Play goes on. There's no time to look at that one again because you cannot take your eyes off this match. Non-stop action. Mandi. Ben Sabaini. Mohamed Amoura. To Mats. Mats is one of them. Here is Matza. Great turn from Matza, but tries to do a little bit too much perhaps. And Uganda live on. They'll be hopeful now of getting to half-time in the lead. That's exactly what they wanted. Boudaoui. Zorgan. Back to Mandi. It's a lovely ball. Mahrez's control, top notch, as usual. Still Mahrez. Forced to go away from goal, but he has a free kick. Not happy with the challenge from Semu Gabi. Been on the end of a few tackles like that over the years. The 34-year-old Mahrez ready to curl this one in, no doubt. Mandi getting the fans going, as if they need it. Wonderful scenes at the Hossein Aid Ahmed Arena. But Uganda leads. This is a real test of their mettle. Quick cooling break for Mahrez. Mahrez swings it in. Amoura, one of the smallest players on the pitch, leaps high. Cannot get to it. That might be that. Swung in from Mahrez. Solid defending, wasn't it, from Rogers Mato, who was fouled on the way out. We are into the 6th minute of stoppage time. And that is that. Uganda have a precious lead at half-time. Stephen Mukwala, the only scorer in an exciting 45 minutes. Uganda must win this game to stay in with a chance of qualifying